welcome to Bonita's Kitchen and thank you for joining us. What I'm going to be making today is a fried cabbage and sausage meal. And the sausage we're going to be cooking with today is a moose sausage, but you could use any type of sausage for this delicious meal. And also we're going to be using what we call cooking cabbage, and we usually have it when we're cooking our jigs dinner or if we're making cabbage rolls, and both of those recipes are on Bonita's Kitchen. So what we'll do now is get started telling you the few ingredients and get cooking. So what we're going to be using, like I was saying, the cooking cabbage, but we're going to be using it like this, is going to be chopped up in little pieces, or you can shred it. We're going to be having a medium onion, and it doesn't matter with the amount of cabbage, you could use as much as you like. We're going to be using potatoes of any kind, and they're going to be shredded, and we're going to be making a base with that, and it's going to be shredded and it's going to be just delicious, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that. Our moose sausage that I got from my sister. So let's get started and I'll tell you as we go. So what we'll do first is start off with frying our sausages. So I got about, I'd say a dozen. I'm going to be putting it into my frying pan, and then we'll get those frying. And then the next thing is drain off the water off the cabbage, and then we'll get that frying in another pan. So let's get started. Now I'm pretty excited to make this today with moose sausage, because different times of the year we'll get our, our hunters going in to get their moose, and today we're going to be making this fried cabbage and sausage meal with moose sausage. Putting some pepper over this, just a little sprinkle. Now I got the ingredients put that you can add your seasonings of choice, and I'm going to put a little bit of sea salt over the top of this as well. And then you could use whatever sausages you'd like, because today I'm excited to use the moose sausage, and I'm going to thank my sister for that, because nobody wants to give up their moose meat or sausages when they get it, because it's almost like a little delicacy. So we'll let that fry, and then we're going to start the pot on, or the frying pan on our cabbage. Okay, so we're going to put butter in the pan to start the frying on our cabbage, and the moose sausage is coming along nice. And I also add the cabbage soaking in some water, and I got that drained off there now. I just like to soak my vegetables first. So now we're going to get this starting to fry. Okay, so that's coming along nice. We're going to be putting some pepper and salt over our cabbage, and a little bit of onion powder. You don't need to use salt because we're using sea salt in this recipe already. So while we're waiting for our cabbage to start frying and wilting down, and we want to get a nice browning on that and just to have it nice and wilted, we're going to start shredding our potato, and we're going to be making potato nests, and this is going to be the base for our fried cabbage and sausage. Excited to get going on it. Okay, our sausages are coming along perfectly. So what we're going to do now is shred our potato. I got 5 or 6 potatoes. So basically you're going to shred enough to put into a small or medium-sized pie pan. And if you want to make single ones, you can do that. You can make it into a muffin pan and put single nests. But I want to do it all to one, and then you can cut out what we want. So let's just get shredding our potato. So pretty much that's all you're going to do, is just grate until you get it all grated. Potato's got a lot of moisture in it, so we're going to strain out some of that moisture. The potato is going to turn a little brown while you're doing this, because the minute the potato is out into the air, it it kind of takes on that brownness, so don't worry about that. And so I'm just going to shred this here, and I'll tell you what's next. Okay, so pretty much that's all you need to do there. And the next thing is to get the moisture out of those potatoes, a little bit of the moisture I should say, by pushing it through a strainer or just pinching it with your hands just to get the moisture out, because we don't need that there. So that's all you need to do with that. So after you got all of the moisture out of the potatoes, and as you can see all that liquid there, pour the potatoes into another bowl. And then we're going to add in some ingredients. We're going to add in 2 teaspoonfuls of cornstarch. I was going to say baking powder, but cornstarch. And just brush that on in. A teaspoonful of melted butter, as I'm staggering on my words. Some pepper and salt. And now we're going to mix this around until it's all incorporated. I think everything is coming along nice. The cabbage is cooking in the background. We got the sausages finished, the mousse sausages. I'm going to take them off very shortly. Now I'm just greasing my pie pan to put the shredded potatoes into, with the seasonings and of course the cornstarch, not baking powder or anything, and just put it on in, and then I'm going to show you what to do there. So pretty much all you're going to do here now is spread this out into the pan, or the pie pan, and then have it all the ways around like this, forming a nest. So that's pretty much all you're going to do there. We're going to put this in a 375 degree oven for 30 minutes or less, or until golden brown. So that's all we need to do there. So now we're going to get back to our sausages and our frying cabbage. Okay, so this cabbage is coming along nice here now. So what we're going to do is, you can add a little bit more butter or oil to your cabbage as it's frying, but just look at it and it smells amazing. So I'm going to now go back to my sausages. We're going to take them out of the frying pan and put in our onions. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is take these sausages out of the frying pan, and today we're using mousse sausages, but you could use any type of sausage that's your favorite. And into that same pan with the sausage juice and unless you got a sausage that got too much oil, you could pour that off. Mine don't. I'm going to be putting the chopped onions in there, and I'm going to be adding just a small little bit of more butter to get this going, with some pepper. I'm not adding the salt right now because the salt will take out the juices, and I don't want that to happen right now. So that's all we're going to do there. I'm just going to stir my onions for a little second. That's coming along. Now, if you were making this in your home, you put sausages on warm in your oven or on the stove top just to keep it for when you're ready to use it. But for me today, I'm just going to display it as we do it, put it together and show you what that looks like. I'm going to be putting my shredded potatoes in the pan into the oven. And then I'm going to be taking out the one that I already got baked. So again, 375 degrees for 30 minutes or less until golden brown. Okay, so that's that. And now we have got our base. We're getting all this put together. It's pretty sweet and you're going to love it. Okay, this is coming along nice here now. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is cut up those sausages. Then I'm going to reach for my cabbage, fried cabbage, and start layering our meal. I can't even tell you how nice this smells here today. I'm making Raymond hungry because he's back there checking out all of this and is waiting. Now don't be reaching in here for the mousse sausage. Look, I got a couple thrown at you. So pretty much all I'm doing here now is just cutting these sausages in nice little bite-sized pieces. And then I'm going to put them in a... I might as well pass one over to Raymond because he's waiting. He's waiting. And so yes, so this is all we're doing. But now, after I take the onion off that frying pan, we're going to be making a little bit of a gravy because ooh, don't like gravy. Okay, so that's done. Now back to my onion. So pretty much all I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of these sausages now into this bowl. Turn it around. You can see our pie. I'm going to call it our potato pie.
Potato nest?
It's a potato nest, but it's into a pie pan. I got to get a mitt, then we'll put this in because that angle is hot. Okay, so this smells amazing. And I was just saying to Raymond, it's hot in here because I got 2 stoves going and oven, and I am cooked. So now what I'm going to do is make the gravy there, and then we'll put it all together. Okay, so back to the butter again. We need a little tiny bit for the base of the gravy. So all I'm really using here now is butter, 2 tablespoonfuls of flour. I got a pack of OXO beef seasoning, or you could use seasoning of choice. I'm going to be using a little bit of pepper and salt, and then we're going to make this gravy. So in now is the flour, the butter first. So pretty much what you do, the flour goes in with the butter to cook just a little, and then we take some stock and put in with that maybe a cup or a cup and a half to 2 cups. It all depends how much you want. I have to get my whisk because we need it to move it quick to stir those lumps out. So pretty much you're adding in a little bit of pepper and just keep stirring it until it starts to thicken. And then we're going to be using that, not a full package, but just a little bit of the OXO, just to brown off that gravy. So I'm going to let it cook here now on a medium to high heat, just to get all of that thickened up and the bits from the pan, from the fried onions and the mousse. Okay, you see it's coming along nice there, starting to thicken. And again, give it a nice little swirl around, and I got some onion powder put in there as well. Now you can use whatever you want in your gravy and in shapes of seasonings. So that's all we need to do with that. Now we're going to put this meal together. What am I waiting for? And the cabbage is cooked deliciously. Just look how nice it's all fried and nice and golden brown. So pretty much what we're doing now is going to layer everything into our pie pan. Okay, I got all I can do to keep Raymond's fingers from pasting all of this, and I certainly you could relate when you got all of this cooking together. So just the cabbage put down on top of the potato nest. Then you can put all of your sausage down or part of it. So I'm just going to do both on mine. I'm going to have a little bit there, and then I'm going to put the onion. Rest of the onion all over, and then top it again with the mousse sausage or whatever sausage you're using there today. And that's what that looks like. So now you could put the gravy over the top of that and call it a day, or you take out what you want and then put the gravy over yours. So I think that's what I'm going to do. This is it, as good as it gets. So now I'm going to cut into this and take a piece out. I got the gravy on warm because you always got to have warm gravy. Never, never, never turn your gravy off unless you are finished with it. Okay, so now we got to make sure that we got a little bit of everything. And anything that falls out, put over on the top of your nest again, because you want lots of everything. So now I'm going to reach for my gravy. Oh my gosh, this is like exciting. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit of gravy over and around. I'm going to put a little bit extra. Now I took out my gravy bowl, so if you want to put some gravy on the side. So now what I'm going to do is have a little taste. I can't wait. Okay, I'm just going to put in a little bit of pepper over mine. Now this is a good Friday afternoon meal. You know, you're getting off work, you want to have just a relaxing meal, maybe with a beer, glass of wine, or just a cold glass of water. But now I'm going to have a little taste of the sausage, the net, most definitely the cabbage, and tell you what it tastes like. My mouth is full. Even fuller. So delicious. 2 thumbs up. I'm just having water with mine right now, but things could change because this is so delicious. I can't wait to finish mine, and Raymond is eyeballing the full pie. But if this is what you are going to enjoy or would like to enjoy, this is it. You could make it. I got the recipe down at the bottom of this video. Fried cabbage and sausage. I mean, how good is that? I'm using mousse. We're using also a potato base nest. We have fried onions. So it's the full meal deal and definitely comfort food. So if you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe and you'll see this recipe and many more here on Bonita's Kitchen. You can also visit us on our Facebook page, our website, www.bonitaskitchen.com. Send us a message on either one of them. We would love to hear from you. So I'm going to get back to finishing this delicious meal for fried cabbage and sausage. So thank each and every one of you for joining us today for this episode, From Our Kitchen to Yours. You have a wonderful day. So right now, I would like for you to send me a message when you make yours. And if you're a subscriber, and if you're not a subscriber, hit the link. And if you don't know what I'm talking about,
join us by the sea, a journey in culinary, always an open door. Bonita's Kitchen to yours. Bonita's Kitchen. To yours.